Are you Craven of Lofoten?
No, I have a name.
True.
You died in battle. You've recovered.
Geralt, this is not the time to cheer up a corpse. A young woman, ashen hair, green eyes. What happened to her?
She's wise. Curse me.
I don't care about that. What happened to her? What was she doing here? Speak! Speak! Speak!
Na, visszaemlékezés van, srácok. Most már jutunk valamire. Szegény itt meg jobban nézett ki.
Don't stare. Help me. Help us both. Ciri. Zirel. Can you hear me?
I can.
I must leave you now. We will meet beneath drowned dead rock. Can you remember?
Vízbe fúltak.
Repeat it.
Drowned. Dead rock.
You're awake. And I thought you'd...
Where am I? And who are you?
It's all right. You're on Hindersfjall, village of Lofoten. They call me Skjal.
But how'd I... What?
We fished you out of the sea. Me and that friend of yours.
How long did I lie there?
All day nearabouts. 'Twas morn when we brought you in. Night's near come now.
Damn. Too long.
You needed the rest, desperately. Been through a lot, eh? Got some nasty, fresh-looking scars.
What's this? Did you undress me?
I had no choice. Soaked through you were, and I had to see if you had any wounds that needed tending.
And if my breasts needed smearing with fox tallow?
Nay, nay, that was Mum and Sis. I'd never dare. I swear. On my honor.
Easy. I believe you. And where is he? My friend.
Stepped out a while ago. Said he needed to find a boat. Why does he wear that mask? Something not right with his mug?
No. He simply doesn't like others to see it. Help me stand.
I don't...
Hát ja, nem
think
tehet
you should-
semmiről.
Less talk, more giving me a hand.
Ah, that's me brother for you. Out of sight for a second, and he's already put his paws on a girl.
Astrid, you're as dim as dishwater. You know perfectly well I'm helping her up.
It's a shame, I know, but I've got to interrupt your courtship. Come, we're off to the sauna.
Where?
Why's your mouth agape like you're noodling for an eel? The sauna. Girl, you was blue as a whale when we brought you in here. Your blood needs thawing.
Ilyen szónak kéne itthonra is, ami itt ezeknél van.
Really, there's no need. I feel fine now. Hey!
Fine. You can't stand on your own 2 feet. And it's no surprise with your muscles frozen stiff. But don't you worry. Mom and I will take care of you.
I'm sorry, but I must get to Drowned Dead Rock as fast as possible.
Shan't force you to stay. But the rock's a ways off and you can barely walk. You best take a horse.
True. Skjal can prepare a horse for you. You'll have to wait a spell, but even so, you'll get there faster than on foot.
Fine, that'll do. Thank you both very much.
Pish posh, there's no need. Now come, we gotta sweat the sick out of you.
Where are my clothes?
I've taken them already. Come on.
Na gyerünk, menjünk a szaunába.
That man in the mask, he's from afar, isn't he?
Oh, yes. From very far away.
Where exactly?
Aren't you nosy?
Követem.
Surprised?
Ő követ
Been
engem.
sitting in this fish puddle me whole life. I'd love to travel like you.
Like me? No, you wouldn't like that. Trust me.
All right, in you go and get out of those rags.
All of them?
I should think so. Wrap yourself in a towel. Well, whatever makes you come.
Ott az öreg lány is.
I was so worried you'd...
Bárnál láttuk
Mom,
volna.
you always worry. Everything's fine, ain't it?
Yes, it's fine.
Good. That's good. But why have you got the towel, child? It'll just get wet.
Mom, she's from the continent. She's shy.
Igen, igen. Ezért mondom, bár ne láttuk volna. Rosszat fogok álmodni éjjel.
I'm not at all shy. I just wanted something to sit on.
Expect me to believe that?
Astrid, behave yourself, or I'll send you to gut fish with your pa. Here we are, gabbing away. Steam's gone. Gotta douse the coals.
Jó, van, szerintem ne tornázz előttünk, mami.
Say, back home, have you got saunas too?
You know, I don't really have a home. I'm a traveller.
Oh, that's right. Where was your ship headed?
Ship?
We fished you out of the sea. We thought you were in a shipwreck.
Yes, my ship. We set sail from Novigrad.
And what brings you to Skellige?
I'm here looking for someone.
Not your betrothed, I hope.
Why?
It'd break Skjal's heart. He's head over heels for you, girl. Sat at your bedside all the day, staring like he was painted by a master.
Astrid, I asked you not to tell her.
Oops. Well, now the milk's spilt. Do you fancy Skjal?
I must say, he's rather handsome.
Half the village sighs when he passes, but he likes you. A mysterious beauty, a rose out of the sea foam.
Give it a rest, you're intolerable today.
Listen, it's lovely sitting here with you, but I really must go now.
I understand. Who'd want to stay in this hole? We're all related 3 times over and the air stinks of fish.
I can't see how you're related to anyone here. No one in Lofoten groans and bitches quite like you do. Sit down and be quiet. Child, Skjal's certain to have readied the horses by now. But before you go, you ought to take a quick jump in the water. It'll do you good.
I suppose.
Na, becsapódunk a hideg
Why
vízbe.
not?
Head through the door and you'll see the pier. Be careful, it's slippery.
Thank you once more.
Na go.
And once more, there's no need. God's bless your journey.
Jó van, ezt is átbeszéltük. Na, egy ilyen kéne itthonra is, mert ez így jól néz ki egyébként, szerintem. Verjünk rá egy felest. Király, és kész vagyunk. Hol lehetett kimenni? Talán itt. Na végre.
Storms are coming. Gotta go to your mom.
Oh, you're here. The horses are ready.
As am I. Shall we ride?
Listen, I hope... My sister, she didn't talk any nonsense to you, did she?
Nem valami tökös srác.
No. Except to mention that you fancy me.
What? But I asked her... Besides, it's not... Of course,
So,
you are very... But... You know what? Let's ride. You're in a hurry and it'll be dark soon.
szegény nagyon málé. Na jó, megyünk.
You're right. I hope to come back here one day. We can finish our conversation then.
Sounds dangerous.
I didn't intend it to.
I'll take Njord. You can ride Greyback. She's old, but she'll make the...
Run for your life!
Nem mentek ti sehova.
You stay here! I'll go and...
I can look after myself.
Na, ez csúnya lesz. Remélem visszakapjuk a képességeinket. Mit akarsz ezzel a kis nyeszlet fejszével, te szerencsétlen? Húha! Itt valami nagy bug volt. Na. Azt se tudjátok, hol vagyok. Uha. Kemények azért ezek.
Ride, silly! Don't look back!
Oké. Ja, még mindig van. Ja, egyébként mit csinálok? Na, menjünk. Menjünk a lóért, mert ez így egy vicc.
What? What was that?
The wild hunt.
Ragnarok? The world's end?
No. Not yet. But I must go. They're here for me.
Get on the horse. I'll show you the way to the rock.
Csak azt nem tudom, hogy találtak ide.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can thank me once we get there safe. Let's ride. Watch out! Ride, silly! Don't look back! Faster! Faster! They're catching up!
A kopók, jönnek a kopók. Menj már vérbe. Na. El fog fogyni az álló képessége a lónak.
What?
Na, ott az elf. Hoppá! Kapott egy bénító varázslatot a kislány. Tű, baszki. Nagyon durván néznek ki ezek a lovasok. Hát ez ki? Jé, itt van ez a kis mütyűr, ami a bárónál van, vagy volt, vagy nem tudom.
What became of that creature? Where is he?
Ja, az az Uma, aha.
What?
Donárnál láttam, aha.
To whom? Begone.
Fú.
Begone, I say.
Ez itt egy brutál volt. Éjjjj! Oda veszett a fa. Szerintem. Vagy valami probléma van.
What happened?
Szerintem a ligetnek az erejét használta fel ehhez.
It died. Like I said, the spell, it requires a great deal of energy.
You knew it would end like this, didn't you? Didn't consider it worth mentioning?
No, I knew you'd protest. Your sense of decency is charming, but it does get in the way sometimes.
A káosz az úgy működik, egyik oldalhoz hozzáadsz, a másiktól elveszel.
Yen, are you all right?
I'm fine now. The spell. Imagine putting wriggling cockroaches in your mouth, or swimming in manure. That's more or less how it felt.
Could have shown some sympathy for the boy.
That was no boy, Geralt. It was a hunk of rotting, rancid flesh that spoke through my magic.
Didn't just speak. It howled in pain.
I know it seemed real, but it was no longer human. Do you understand? Geralt, I know we should talk, but not here, all right? I don't wish to stay a moment longer.
The garden! Our garden! How could you? We helped! And you! Inconceivable!
Now.
Don't you dare try to calm me! We'd every right to be furious! Furious! And you will pay for this.
I'm sorry.
Is that all? Will you say nothing else?
Nothing that would help.
I shall make sure all Skellige hears what you did here.
Wait. I did this. I alone. Geralt tried to stop me. I refused to listen.
I might have known. They warned me about you. Sorceresses. None shall open their door to you. None shall feed your hunger, and none shall tend to your wounds.
Na,
Yen, you didn't have to do that.
But I wanted to. I'd rather not talk about it. We must focus on what Scal told us.
Key to finding Ciri is that ugly thing Skjall saw on the beach. That's what I think. You know, I saw something, or someone who looked just like that.
Where?
In Velen, at a castle until recently ruled by a self-proclaimed baron, now controlled by his right-hand man, Sergeant Ardle.
You must go and get the creature. I don't know. Buy him, kidnap him.
The thing's clearly cursed. Its mind is a jumble. Can't have anything resembling a normal conversation with it.
Grumbling won't get us anywhere. All will be well. A curse, please. Nothing a sorceress and a witcher couldn't handle. Now, tell me, do you... No, never mind.
na mi van, mi bajod?
You were gonna ask me something. What was it?
Tell me, do you think... Is there a chance that thing might be Ciri? That... well... she's been transformed by some curse?
Don't even want to think about it.
Geralt, we must.
Might be. From what I know, she was looking to cure a powerful curse while in Novigrad. But I'll lose it if I try to deal with that possibility now. We have to do what we can, see what happens. Didn't learn much, though we can be sure Ciri's not in Skellige anymore. Not in Velen or Novigrad either. She's disappeared. Again.
Perhaps we should re-examine what we've learned. We might have missed a clue that would push us forward.
Certainly hope that's the case. Makes me wonder what she's gotten herself into.
Can't even begin to imagine. But we will pull her out of it. Safe and sound. That I promise you.
Ciri's trail in Skellige. We followed it, exhausted the possibilities. Might be time to go back to the continent.
Before you do, there's one thing. It's important.
What's that?
Let's meet in Larvik, at the Warriors' Hall. We'll speak there.
Fine. Larvik. See you there soon.
Thank you. For that, and for your help in the garden. I'd not have managed without you.
Ja, faszán sikerült
It was
lerombolni.
nothing.
Geralt, you know me. I'm rare to praise, but when I do, it is sincere.
Na. Megvan az új questünk. 19. Hova? Egy darabig most ezeket fogjuk gyúrni szerintem. Ja, még ilyennel találkozni kell. Mi van a térképen? Ja, ide kell jönni. Akkor oda megyünk. Más questem talán nem lesz már itt. Jó, lóra.
Go, go.
Hát egy csomó küldi. Utolsó kívánság. Hol van az a titokzatos utazó? Ja, meg még ezt is le kell adni. Úgyhogy először ezt csináljuk meg.
Greetings. What may I help you with this time?
Morkvarg, got a few more questions. I've come for my reward.
But can you be sure that...
Morkvarg's gone, for good. Guaranteed, or you'll get your coin back.
I shall hold you to that, Witcher.
Oké, megvan az is.
You who grant us love, hatred, and strength.
Why does the goddess bring you here?
Brought myself here, seems to me.
You do not worship Freya.
No, but I respect those that do.
This does you credit, but is meaningless as well. For Freya rewards and punishes those of other faiths and infidels as she does her own. Worship her and it will help, though it will settle nothing. What do you need?
Na nézzük, mi van
Mind
nála.
if I have a look at your...
Van nála valami könyv.
Tell me something about this temple, could you?
It happened once that Freya lost her favorite white cat. She scoured the Isles and finally found him here. Freya's heart filled with joy, and she blessed this place. A temple was then established.
Didn't know Freya was into cats?
Your ignorance speaks poorly of you. The white cat is the goddess's sacred animal and has deep symbolic significance. This temple is for those who seek Freya's help in finding what they desperately seek. Perhaps even you shall experience her grace. Scorn her not. Or have you friends so powerful that you can afford to spurn divine aid?
Farewell.
Na, megtudtuk ezt is, szuper. Milyen küldöket kaptam én most? Másodlagosok. Semmi újat. Utolsó kívánság. Ezt ennyi. Itt már majd még lesz egy pár. Tök helyét, ajha. Na jó. Igen, igen.
That's it, Roach.
Fehér farkas az jobb. Fú, az a ló, az katasztrófa. És megint volt valami bejárat. Baszki, mennyi quest van itt? Gyorsan felveszem a questeket.
You're a Wticher? I seeing right.
Yes. Got work for me?
If you're willing. Some manner of evil prowls about. Got us scared to venture out of the village.
Any idea what kind of beast this is?
Oh, you hear all sorts of things. The wenches clean the nets, blather about koshches and manticores. But I reckon that's hogwash. We'd seek the counsel of Freya's priestesses, we would. But how can we when we can't get to the shrine?
And nobody's gotten a glimpse of the beast? From a distance even?
Oh, they have. Right close. Closer than boot and strap. Soon after, their blood spattered the underbrush. Near from the start, no ordinary man could handle the beast. But Sfera insisted. Mustered a crew and... Only 4 came back. The rest massacred east of the village. So, will you help?
Persze, hogy
Let's talk
segítek.
about my reward.
Megbeszéljük
You want to
mennyiért.
bargain? How would you count it? Height in hands at the withers, or...
By species. Drowner's less than a cockatrice.
Aha! But we've no notion what prowls the high road. What do you say you cut it down and then we'll talk?
We pre-agree a price. Define a bonus for unforeseen risks.
So, how much?
Minél több. Az komoly. Ilyen összeg eddig még nem volt. Megpróbálok minél többet ráalkudni. Ez
You
túl
knows how
sok.
to bargain. Grant you that. Drop it a bit more, we'll have a deal.
Hát 10-esével megyünk lefele.
You knows how to bargain. Grant you that. Drop it a bit more, we'll have a deal.
Jó van. Na, legyen ennyi.
Have it your way. 'Tis your neck on the line.
110-et ráalkudtunk így
I'll
is.
tend to the monster.
Not your first, that's clear enough. Not like our lads. Heads full of fire, but not a morsel of thought between them.
The 4 survivors. Where'll I find them?
Aim to talk to Sfera? Maybe 'tain't a bad idea. They're sitting over there by that hut.
Nagyon fasza. Van itt még egy quest.
Can I have a word?
I serve the goddess and her flock. What can I help you with?
What's with the horseshoes?
Those who wish to race in the hero's pursuits, hang them there.
At a series of races? Can outsiders sign up? Or is this a closed event?
Freya sees no insiders, no outsiders. Any man can pay her tribute by risking his life in the pursuits. Our races differ from those on the continent. We are beholden to one rule alone. First across the line wins. Sometimes he's the swiftest, other times it is the one who knocks his opponents off their mounts.
Aha.
Explains the name. There an entry fee?
Courage. If you do not lack it, hang a horseshoe.
Winner get a reward of any kind?
He covers himself in glory, basks in proof of his valor.
Was hoping for something a little more tangible.
To us, such things matter least. But yes, the winner receives something to remind him of his feat. At times it is a sword, at others a helmet or a shield.
How about that? See, you can be practical if you want to. Bit of exercise never
Megnézem
killed
ezt is.
anyone. So, where are the races held?
The first 3 on Adscallig. Whoever wins each at least once returns here to Hindusfjall to face last year's best rider
No,
in
az jó
a
hangzik.
final pursuit.
Gotcha. What's his name?
You mean hers. Astrid of Speakerrog, known as the
Astrid.
Vipers.
Lovely as monikers go.
And completely deserved. Good luck, Witcher. May your deeds bring the goddess pleasure.
Na, azt majd később megoldjuk. Megyek, aztán befejezem ezt a küldit. Meg a falon is van úgyis valami quest. Nem ezt akartam. Ezt. Kaptam még itt pár küldit, jók lesznek majd. Vissza erre. Itt van majd nekünk egy kocsmárosunk.
Greetings.
Tavern.
So what do folk do in the house of...
At times one will take the other and give him a good slapping, aye? But mostly, folk come here to drink, eat.
About what folk do at a tavern.
You continentals don't understand a thing. You need some of our mead. Brewed wisdom.
Na, ezek mit
What do you
van? Nincs nála kártya. De Gwent kártya az van.
Yearning to play a few rounds of Gwent. That ought to set me straight.
Gyorsan tudjuk le, aztán haladjunk tovább. Kém. Na jó, az így mehet is. Ez bukó. Hamarosan elfogynak a lapjai. Elvileg. Kivéve, hogyha visszahívása van. De jó pofa. Persze, égesd le. Hülye barom. Na, köszönöm a lapot, megyek tovább. Felhőszakadás. Ilyenem már volt. Szerintem így be se számolta, nem? Ránézek, de... Ja, nem számolta bele. Most itt is van még quest, nem mondod. Jennifer most hova ment? Nem értem. Rossz küldetés van kiválasztva. Ja, rossz küldetés van kiválasztva. Bassza meg. Majdnem elmentem innen. Vissza a kocsmába. Na, beszélgessünk egy kicsit.
Always did know how to win, friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Jaj,
Nowhere
de
to
valami
look
rémlik.
for the mage
Ismerős ez
and
a
the
quest.
djinn?
The locals say they last saw Amos's ship off the coast of Hindisfjall, just before a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
Doubt we'll find them then. Mage is probably fish food, and the djinn escaped.
Not necessarily. But even if it is so, I'll not give up without seeing some evidence. Will you help me? I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
Na, fasza. Megyünk djinnért.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Did you sever his head? Out of a jam from your mouth.
Meg is jöttünk.
The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the
Csapassuk.
helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Na, srácok, megyünk djinnre vadászni. És ő vezet, le kell ülnem, mi? Igazából nem is bánom.
Not sure this djinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before, do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always. Not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh. They're amusing. There's something here on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged.
Tök jó.
Assad I Friday Rithon.
Köszi.
Careful down there.
Na nézzük, mi van itt a mélybe. Ott lesz a nyom ide alá. Jazlidérc.
How's it going? And you know I hate it when you read my mind. Strictly speaking, I'm not
Da jó.
reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right? Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point. See anything interesting? A shipwreck in the cavern. I'll look inside.
Na végre. Itt van a roncs.
Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew that made their nest here. There's also a clean
Ott egy láda.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Na, itt lesz valami érdekes. Na most mehetünk vissza. Komoly helyek. Ja, Triss az nem, az biztos, hogy nem. Hát Yennefer az kicsit ilyen sötétebb egyéniség ilyen téren. Nagyon ilyen erőpárti, vagy hogy is mondják.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Hatalompárt, ő akar lenni a leghatalmasabb. De azért a sorozatban várom azt a részt, majd amikor jönni fog ez a vadfa, akkor biztos, hogy baromi jól meg lesz csinálva szerintem.
Ask for a beautiful house, and a palace, and a queen's crown.
Are we still talking about the gin? Have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You'll learn in due course.
Na itt a következő helyszín. Alá merülünk ismét.
Let's see if our gin's down there.
Na nézzük. Újabb roncs, így van. Na de vajon... Itt van egy csomó láda.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
Ó, van itt egy csomó loot. Gyors összeszedem először, azt utána majd foglalkozok az üggyel. Ez itt mi? Igen, a víz alatt nagyon könnyű mászkálni. Meg szerencse.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Haemai symbols. Donar's clan. Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here.
Oké. Megnézzük ezt is.
Beautiful craftsmanship. What do you have? A war horn. Bearing Clan Haemai symbols. Longship belonged to Clan Dimon. Yen. Doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships. Come back then.
Na, végre. Megyünk tovább egyel. Szirének azok már itt vannak. Hát ezt lekaszáltuk. Még egy? Van még egy? Nincs még egy? Imádom azt. Na gyere! Na végre, menjünk tovább. Húzzák csak az időmet ezek a hülyék. Szirénkék.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the golden dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me.
Ezekre a szigetekre nem emlékszek egyébként. Ja, mert itt nem is voltunk.
Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. I'll see what it is.
Fú, de jó. Itt ismét akkor alá kell merülni. Na nézzük. Gond csak az, hogy ez barom nagy ez a hely. Na mindegy, reméljük, hogy hamar megtalálom, amit keresünk. Kicsit gyengének tűnik ez a számszerű már ide. Örülök neki. Jó, megvan, mehetünk. Remélem, hogy pont a közepére kell lejönni.
A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I should cast another spell.
Oh.
To see through your eyes. Now relax. I soon fall.
Az lesz az.
That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine, but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both.
I soon Foltje Baden ein Echte Illivaid.
No gym here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Jó, meg körülnézünk, várjál.
Something cut this basket exactly.
Kell, hogy meg legyen itt láda.
Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Should belong to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Oké. Csú, baszki. De utálok a víz alatt lenni. Oké, szerintem ennyi. Mehetünk. Nincs itt más. Legalábbis remélem. Itt van még egy holttest. Nem lehet valamit kezdeni. Jó, akkor megyünk felfele. Jó, miért jöttünk ám? Ja, egyébként, amit itt elmeséltek magukról most itt visszaemlékezésben, azok pont ugye a sorozat azt tölelte fel, azt a részt. Ez mind benne volt a sorozatban is. Nyilván a regényekben meg még több benne van. Vagy részletesebben. Na végre.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the djinn.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2.
Érdemes megnézni, majd nézd végig, hogyha lesz rá időd. 8 részes az első évad.
3.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this gin?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a
Ja,
djinn.
meg akarja törni a varást, aha.
So that's it. This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see, we're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Na hát akkor hajrá. Mentsünk egyet, hama. Jaj, nem már.
Seems aim.
Na végre.
This was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
Na, kutassunk egy kicsit.
Nothing interesting. Nothing here.
Na, srácok, ez lesz a befejező questem mára. Ezt befejezzük. Aztán majd holnap fogjuk folytatni. Reggel tájt olyan, hát szerintem 10 óra fele fogok fixen nekiállni streamelni. De csak délután 5-ig.
Interesting.
Van itt mindenféle.
Mystery of mysteries. Agnes of Glanville.
Két bakancs.
My shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them.
Behúztak ide
Mage
valakit.
must have slept here. Someone was dragged across the deck. Or left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Wonder what this means. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting.
Van itt mit vizsgálni azért, azt látom.
Elemental Empires by Giambattista.
Oké. Na, még a fedélzeten lesz valami. Aztán szerintem nagyjából ez meg is van. Várjátok, csak ezt nem lootoltam ki. Na, hagyjuk itt az értékes motyót. Jaj, itt még van valami.
Wonder what this means.